Hangying Chaoting, DreamHack Masters 2020, Neon Quanjing, Taiwan, Hongkong, Yuzhang Sai, or otherwise, welcome to the DreamHack Masters Fall 2020 Taiwan Hong Kong qualifiers. I apologize for all the Cantonese speakers in the chat for that intro, but try to get in spirit of things, deviate from our usual Spanish intros, and well, anyway, guys, hello, I am Quirky, and joining me, as always, the man who makes no queens because somebody told him to. It's a light VIP.
I feel like I need Claire and Jet to vet what you just said, because I have no idea.
My Cantonese is rusty, but speaking of rusty, we are on to Everdream LE for this first map, and we have spawning here on the top right, the red turret, representing, does he have a team? Sorry.
NTW.
NTW. This is AresRush.
And spawning in at the bottom left-hand corner of Everdream LE, we have the blue Zerg player representing Taiwan. It is Lemon.
So TvZ, something we usually don't cast too much, at least in our region. LATAM, I'm sure you get them a bit often, more often than we do here in the C NZ region. So it's kind of standardized over the past couple of patches. So where you have either standard deviates into BC rushes or standard bio play or even battle mech. So wide variety of options there.
Yeah, I mean, when it comes to Latin America, honestly, it's pretty similar to Southeast Asia and Oceania in that there are very few Terrans. There's two. I can name 2.5.
There's Terran. That's
yep.
who I can name.
Sinner.
What? Was it? Sorry, who?
Sinner.
There's one today.
Was there one today?
That you guys casted. I'm pretty sure you guys casted.
Cast a Terran today?
Pretty sure.
There was I don't think we got to cast a Terran, but there is also Yanji, or Yan 12, if you will.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, there's not that many Terrans in Latin America. Other than of course the ones like the top of the region, which is like special in Kelazar, right? Like that's yeah. So
that's a given.
Yeah, so we're pretty similar in that respect, like Latin America and C and Oceania. For whatever reason, like Zergs and Protosses are a little bit more prominent. But that's why it's always a treat whenever here on this channel we get to see a Terran player.
Yeah. Preset openings so far from both players. We have Lemon getting his bed up and running. The Reaper has been held off. Nothing too, out of the ordinary so far. We have a 1-1-1. Tech Lab going on that barracks though. Could be an indicator where we may either get some Banshees or even some BCs out in the play today, and that's definitely confirming it there.
Yeah, we are going to see that classic switch. I imagine it's going to be for Banshees, as we don't have a fusion core or anything like that along the lines. But opting to go for a Viking first.
And well, is that Viking? I don't think it's gonna stop that Overlord coming in. There's only just one Marine there. Lemon is going to see that Cloak researching. Now, is this where you cancel Cloak and just start building a fusion core? Go straight into BCs?
Cancel Cloak. I mean, something that hasn't been scattered quite yet, which I do love, is that all the way in the back of the main base, with a bit of an armory.
Oh, okay, so he's going for that Hellbat Banshee push that we sometimes see. It's sort of, I like to call it the potato pleb style because at least he's the person that reminds me most of that style playing back in the SDOs. Yeah, I miss potato pleb playing in the tournaments.
Yeah, a bit of a shout out to Potato Pleb. He's of course a South Korean Terran player, and like a couple of others, he's going to the military soon. In a couple of months.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, September.
Oh, he's going with Control. Then.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah, they're going together. They're friends IRL.
Ah, okay. I did think. Oh, I'm assuming they're just gonna get it out of the way now. Because they're not at that like maximum age of like army.
Yeah.
Like so, yeah.
Exactly.
I do like this addition of the landed Viking for this push, but I don't think there's enough Queen or army here for this push to not do a bit of damage. The drones already starting to get evacuated here as the Queen's gonna try and deal some damage.
Yeah, honestly,
try to get in, but
yeah, honestly, there's a lot of Queens here, and all the Lings, they do get evaporated. The Baneliness only just finished, but like, you know, it's too late. Like, all the Lings are gone.
Yeah, but there still is that Banshee starting to take a bit of damage. Spoiler Crawler couldn't exactly get Burrow to provide the detection, and that amount of Queens. The Hellbats do get pushed back. Now it looks like we're going to be going into a standard game here. Third CC on the way here for Ares. And Lemon's just going to keep on teching up. Already starting to get that Baneliness and Baneling speed.
Yeah, honestly, that was really well done by Lemon. Like, he was able to hold with like a minimal amount of Lings and just a mass amount of Queens. There were like 8 or 9 Queens there. 2 did go down, but again, the majority of them stayed alive, and it was really cool to see him like prematurely like pull all his drones away, and like he didn't lose any drones at all.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to handle that type of push back in the day. Oh, but this is a nice pick off. The transferring drones. Transferring SEVs, I should say. Might even get a couple more now. The Hellions are there and just going to push them right back. And Spire on the way here for Mr. Lemon.
Yeah, Lemon's being quite greedy,
sorry,
actually.
we're going to get scared by the... Sorry, just got missed.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It's funny how all the tech is in like the main and the third base. Like the Spire is in the third and the infestation pit is in the main, and of course the natural is what gets scanned. But yeah, kind of being greedy, like taking up in all different directions at the moment. Like he's getting a Roach Warren as well. He's like getting a bit of everything.
Yeah, I mean, if you know you're far ahead because your opponent's timing attack didn't really do too much, I feel like that's a viable option. And we do see, you know, Ares, he is going for that Battlemech kind of style. He's getting the Cyclones, he's getting the Mag-filled Accelerators, he's getting even the Banshee speed. So, and, you know, this is just going to be a very mobile army, but it's going to be difficult for Ares, you know, once these, you know, Mutalisks are out. Like, if he has enough static defense at home for any counterattacks with these Mutalisks are going to happen.
Yeah, it's interesting that Ares is going for this style, and oh my god, okay, there's no detection. I was afraid the Mutalisks were just going to run right into the Banshees, but the Banshees, they are cloaked, and they are going to sneak into the main base.
Yeah, we're going to start doing some damage. We're starting to get a number of drones. Might even up the supply here. It's only a six worker difference at the moment in favor of our blue Zerg here. As the Mutas try to dive in, trying to find some sort of response, try to pick up a number of SCVs, and they are able to do that. May even up the kills here.
Wow.
Oh,
yeah, I thought they kind of like ran right into Cyclones, and a lot of Mutas went down to begin with, but now they got into the main base, killed 8 SCVs, and actually they slip on out. I would have thought that he could have killed more drones here at the natural, but he does escape. Opts to go for that instead.
Okay, this side didn't see this coming. A lot of swarm hosts on the way here. For Lemon, but no Nidus, so he's just going traditional swarm host, you know, against the mech. But usually you see that against, you know, the more stationary types of mech compositions, you know, with tanks, you know, some force as well. So interesting to see the Lemon go for this tech route.
Yeah, it's really weird because especially because like as you were saying, like we have a really mobile army for Ares. Like we have Cyclone and Hellions, and we have a lot of Widowmines as well. But we'll see as like the mech army is a little bit out of position, so potentially the CC can just get sniped.
Yeah, it is going to get sniped, but now the army. Fish didn't look at that liftoff. The CC will be saved. But not before, interrupted mining time. I mean, Lemon's already maxed out here. 199, got the army composition he wanted. So he is just going to be cruising on this, try and poke and prod with the Swarm Hosts.
Yeah, you have to be careful though, because even though like you are maxed out, like a lot of that supply is kind of dead at the moment whenever a Locust Wave goes off cooldown, right? These Swarm Hosts, they have like a limited duration when they're useful, and then after that, they are kind of vulnerable. So Lemon, he has to be a little bit careful here. Ares, like, well done being able to save his CC. He does need to expand a little bit more though, and again, I don't know how I feel about this composition, like without tanks to support.
Ooh, not paying attention there as Ares army just gets surrounded here by a Ling Bang Roach Ravager. Now the main army is looking to fight here, but this is where Ares can turn around if he can just get rid of.
Yeah, he was too distracted. He was microing his main army, so he didn't get the lift up on that CC, and the third base goes down.
In Ares, he's starting to get pushed around, and this is, the advantage of having a Swarm Host. He needs to go up the hill.
Go. There's so much potential here, but he's microing the Banshees instead. He's trying to make sure that they stay alive and they can deal as much damage as they can.
They found him. Maybe.
Yeah,
they have found him. But the Locust Wave is active. And
all the Hellions.
Did go up earlier.
Yeah, all the Hellions got taken out. If he had gone up earlier, as you were saying, then he would have been able to get so much value there and maybe recouped his losses. He does manage to catch all of these Lings. That's definitely something. And again, there is this period of time where the Swarm Hosts, they aren't going to be able to help in the main engagement, but rough loss already, losing that third.
You see that in the army supply, in the difference at the moment in supplies, and Lemon almost up 90 supply, and half of that is in workers and the other half is in the army, and there's the Nidus. So the Swarm Hosts are even going to be more safe now. So looking to see if that CT got remade, but it's getting flown over.
Okay, he does end up going for the depots. I mean, he could have gone into the main base, maybe, depending on how long the duration he had left, and the main tank army is getting sandwiched a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, where are the tanks that we saw before? It's the Bailey's just rolling on in, and the words of Limp Bizkit, they just keep rolling, and Lemon's gonna roll into a victory here.
As Lemons do.
Yes, Lemons do. Say breathe in, breathe out, hands up and hands down, back up. Tell me what you want to do now. But yeah, I feel like, Ares didn't exactly have the best of starters. He had his Hellbat Banshee timing attack, pushed back very easily. No drones went down. It's just pretty much Lings and a couple of Queens went down to that. All the Hellbats went down. And, you just feel like after that, it was Lemon's game to lose pretty much. Because he was ahead in terms of base, in terms of economy, in terms of army tech. So it is, interesting to see what would happen if Lemon wasn't prepared for that timing attack. What would have happened during that game?
Yeah. I feel like part of it is also AresRush, like he had like this idea for how the game is going to go, and he went for that push at the third base. I think something that an advantage that you have when you go for like that big Hellbat push is that initially when they're Hellions, like you don't have to necessarily commit to the third base. Like if you wanted to, you could go into the natural, you could go into the main base and like get like straight into mineral lines and then transform, right? But he really wanted to go for that big push at the third, and that's what Lemon was ready for.
Yeah. And it did help that he did scout. He didn't scout the armory, but I think he had an inkling of an idea what happened there. But we are going into our second map, and it is a bit of a big one. It is the name which we'll introduce once we get into the game. Well, you can see it on your screens now because I'm pretty sure scene switches. It is Pillars of Gold as the countdown has finished, and we are on to the Pillars of Gold, which holds up the Golden Wall. And we have here spawning in the top right, the Red Zerg. All the way from Taiwan, this is Lemon.
And spawning in at the bottom left-hand corner of Pillars of Gold LE, we have the other Taiwanese player, the Terran player, representing Team NDW. It is AresRush.
I could see the Naive Dream World.
That's deep, question mark?
That's... Are all dreams naive? Is that why he lost an Everdream?
Oh.
Because he thought all dreams are naive? Oh my god. And what happens if he's on World of Sleepers?
Oh
my god!
Oh my god. These are the questions that we need answers to. What is even happening right now?
I don't know. My mind just gone poof. Like, going back into reality here, we are just seeing, once again, standard openings from both these players. Reaper Expand coming in from Ares, you know, the Hatch Before Pool coming from Lemon, and does he want to go for that quick third base, you know, play a bit greedy? It is a longer map, so he can get away with it a bit more. And I'm actually surprised, you know, we haven't really seen, you know, Zergs going for that quick third base, like Clash build, as it was called back in the day, as often as we have been in TvZs.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting how like the openers have shifted. You know, there's some Zerg players that continue to do that. There are others who like prefer going for like a quote unquote like more safer build, like getting an earlier spawning pool and gas instead. But yeah, it's interesting. Regardless, I mean, Lemon, it does seem like he is opting to try and go for that third base.
No, he's going for the gas.
Oh, he's gonna get the gas.
Yeah, the Reaper's not there to stop it, so...
yeah.
It's sort of a delayed, quicker third base. You know, it's not the exact timing as you know, where you get it before, you know, your spawning pool finishes. You just get it straight after. And I do like that. You know, you're still delaying your speed. Oh, that's a big pick off there. You know, not having that Reaper for the scout, you know, happens if you know if Lem's going for a quick roach timing attack here. These are things that you need to keep your Reaper alive for and try and scout.
Yeah, depending on what kind of your opponents you're up against and depending on the kind of player you are, like losing the Reaper that early on, like it could mean that you're forced to use the scan later on, right? Like just to try and make sure that you're safe. Or you can be greedy regardless though. Ares, he's definitely in the dark at the moment. And that's kind of scary, you know. StarCraft, it's one of those games where like knowledge is key, right? Like you need that information, that scouting information.
Yeah, it's knowledge is power. The most powerful of all always have constant vision on their foes. As you know, Lemon, he has got that Overlord situated outside, I think. Okay,
yeah.
He should know that it's a 1-1-1. Did he actually see that? Yeah, he did see the tech lab. He didn't see this, whether it was Starport or a barracks attached to it, but he did see that tech lab.
Yeah, and we do see that just in case, you know, he is going in, just to quickly peek in, he does see the 1-1-1. He doesn't go any like deep either though. Like again, like if there was like hidden armory, he is not aware at all. Oh. Okay.
Did you just get one Banshee and transition into maybe Spire here?
Wait.
No, getting a Raven.
Huh. Okay. You know, Ares, he's a fan of the Dare Cups. He saw Huts run back in Dare 15, where he went Mass Raven in a TvZ for auto tart harass like it was 2016.
Oh god.
So yeah, maybe he was inspired a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah. Back when it was mass anti-air armor missiles.
Oh god.
Oh god, that TvZs were the worst back then.
That was
that was a meta.
that was a time. That was a StarCraft at one point.
That was a viable build back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
I think still be viable, just more late game, just not, not dealing damage. And oh, okay, so he's just going to use it for detection here, not wasting any scans.
Honestly, I don't mind this. Obviously you have to be careful, like, because once again Lemon has gone for this same opener, same mass queen opener. You have to be so careful with this Raven. If it gets picked off without utilizing any of its spells, then it's rough.
I mean, well, he is going to cut back this creeper growth quite a bit here. And as a Terran player, it's sort of what you need to do. But do you see the spire on the way here from Lemon, as Spench is still just being annoying, trying to take out the gas this time. But unfortunately won't be able to do too much yet. Ares this time has transitioned into bio here. It's got a stim almost finished, +1 weapons and armor on the way here. Mayvax on the way. Tanks out. His fair base is ready and raring to go once it gets lifted and landed. So, ooh. I thought that Raven was going to get picked off.
Oh god. Have to be so careful, especially diving into creep. Oh my god. It looks like the Hellions are getting surrounded.
Yeah, only 3 Hellions left and just 1 now. Too bad Lynx can't jump like they can do in the Heart of Swarm campaign, otherwise that Raven would be dead.
Yeah, it only just managed to escape. All the Hellions got taken out. But as you were saying, he did a really good job at curbing that creep spread. He actually got a lot of creep Germans during that. But because there were so many queens, again, the creep spread was just replaced, and it was continuing to connect all the bases. And I love this from AresRush. I was a little bit concerned that he would play mech again, because it can be a little bit more difficult to pull off on Pillars of Gold. But he's showing us that he's diverse. He can play both styles.
Yeah, that's what you want to see in a good Terran. Unlike me, who just plays mech because I can't micro bio for absolute. Saved my life, but sending a gaggle of Marines out. Okay, there's the Medivacs. I was gonna get slightly concerned there. And okay, shields haven't finished just as yet, so. And is this a 2-tank timing push?
There's a lot of creep to go through, though, and he's going very deep on it, so you have to be so very careful here as a Terra player. There's already Ling Bane. Bane's speed is done as well.
And Mutas. But, I feel like, I think Ares, he's just going to push back once he realizes, oh, he's already got all the tech that he needs to push this back. I do like the suspension stayed alive and just being a continuous harassment, but, well, not any longer. Cast a curse.
Yeah, I mean, it did stay alive for an incredibly long amount of time. It was really cool to see. And I love that AresRush, he realized that he was overstaying his welcome and backs off. I feel like a lot of Terrans, those commit and then they just lose everything. So could have been a lot worse.
Yeah, but this might be a bit worse. Needs to get the hot pickup. Does he want to go into the main? As now the missile turret just finishing up in the natural. 8 SCVs going down to dispute and harass. There is a Thor on the way here. I'm not sure whether there is one already popped up. Yes, there is. But now here comes the drop into the main. It's only just Lynx here, but I don't think you can do too much here with these with this drop here. Oh no, the Mutas!
Oh god. Yeah, the Mutas come in just in time, able to pick off a couple of the Medivacs, forcing some of the Marines to drop down on top of the Banelings, and everything gets cleaned up.
Yeah, nice awareness there from Lemon to bring the Mutas in. But I feel like can't exactly go for a counterattack here. Well, the tanks aren't sieged.
Oh god, they're on siege!
They're on siege, but the Lings and Banes weren't in a position to really contest. So it was just the Mutas. They're just harassing the tanks just a tiny little bit.
Yeah, and really brave here from Ares. He looks like, okay, never mind. I thought he was going to go for a jump, and it's always scary to do so when there are Mutalists out on the map. Again, really nice creep spread, basically almost or more than halfway across the map, but he's going to try and put a stop to that. He's going to try and clear it up, clear it as best as he can. Actually, there's not too many banelings here.
Yeah, he's just trying to get those Marines off his turf. Acting like the old man. As his spear's trying to come now into the third, and where's that Thor? Might actually get blocked by this line of barracks here.
Oh god, yeah, the Thors are kind of being screwed by the SimCity. Like, the SimCity, it's good, but it's also working against the Thors. They are thick boys, and meanwhile, the Mutalists, they went into the third, now they're going into the main.
There's 18 SCVs already going down to the Mutas. Nothing really too much here to defend this harass. 33 workers going down. Oh, you feel like that's not what you really need as the Thors. They're going to be acting like those mobile turrets, keeping those views away from that third. But now he's down half the workers, more than half the workers of Lemon at the moment. Down only just a small army supplier now. Oh my god, if you can get us around on these Marines. Not too much, but great anti-armor missile there.
Oh yeah, but the Mutalist control, he sees that the tanks were left exposed. Both tanks get picked off. Again, the Mutalist getting so much value, and he doesn't have to commit, you know, he can just back off.
And, oh yeah, the Raven did go down there, so no more anti-armor for Ares here, as now he has to push in. I think there's no tanks with this army that's pushing out. There is a couple of there's one Widow Mine, I should say, sorry. And 2 Thors. There's the tank coming in from the back. Widowmine, the one Widowmine is going to burrow the base, trying to get in, but they mostly just splash onto the front-facing Marauders. And, but that's a lot of Banes, Light.
Oh my god, that's so many Banes. Nice Widowmine shot, they're able to take out the majority of them, and the next wave of Banelings are still only just being morphed in, so there's an opportunity here for AresRush. Meanwhile, at the same time, there's a massive Ling run by.
Yeah, but there are Widowmines here to protect if you can get those borrowed, and a couple of fire units as well. Here comes the third wave straight in. Tank trying to do as best as it can, but I feel like this advancing force has to be cut off and set back home packing. Ares, he's only down to 29 workers. Only has half the army supply here of Lemon, and I feel like that's going to be it. GG! And Lemon is going to be going his way up the bracket.
I just love the name Lemon. It's great.
I was going to make a joke before where if he played Protoss, do you think he'd be a fan of Zest? That he's a Zest fan? Because he's Lemon and he's zesty? We have fun here.
I like that. I like that. We need like an Archon mode or like 2v2 tournament or something.
With Zest and Lemon together? Oh, we need Zest just to add a Y at the end. So it's Zesty Lemon. If we could get a 3-player Archon, and then we could have Zesty Lemon drink. Top Gear reference there, everybody.